Hello, good morning, welcome to my channel, welcome to Coffee and Card. I'm just reading your comments actually. You were all keen and on this morning. Carol leading the way, so good morning Carol, good morning Anne, good morning Fiona and Anne and Cheryl and Betty. So right on the 10:30, Betty, well done. No, thank you for joining. Welcome. Oh, we've got 12 on already. We always talk about the weather, don't we? So it's July, probably one of my favourite months of the year because it's my birthday tomorrow, 3rd of July. So, and not only that, there's lots of, and I say this every week, I know, but tomorrow is the start of lots of new things in the Stampin' Up world. So I'm going to go through all that first. And then we'll get into the card because the card's not too tricky today. So a bit overcast here, but it's not raining, so that's fine. That's all good. Oh, your son's birthday too tomorrow. Honestly, I love my birthday because as a child, I mean, obviously the end of June is halfway through the year, so I can't get much nearer to being halfway through the year. So it was quite good as a kid because it was really spaced out. Between Christmas, you know, presents, birthday, 3rd of July, Christmas, December. So that was quite good. And I just got in there when it was birthday party time before we broke up from school. So yes. And yeah, fun fact about my birthday is if you take the 19 off, I was born in 1973. It's the same backwards, 3773. So yeah, fun fact. So thank you for your good wishes. And so I've got lots of things happening, cool things. Stampin' Up has got lots of cool things. So yeah, let's go through what's happening. So I'm 51 tomorrow. So you sit down. So last year I did a really successful little offer. Let me just get that out of the way because I've just evicted the dog then. For my 50th, and it was called 50 for 50. And for every £50 in July my customers spent, they got to choose a number from my board up to 50, and there was a prize. Everything's new. It's not retired stuff. It's not stuff I've used. I won't do that. I'm not about that. Not for the prize draw. I do that for mystery boxes and buy one get one free. So good morning everybody. If you're watching on Facebook, I will just say there is a little bit more chit chat on YouTube. If you want to head over to my Paper Haven YouTube, there's just a little bit more chit chat. So last year for my 50th, I did 50 for 50, and it was really successful, and 35 numbers were claimed, which was fantastic. So I thought, well, why not do it again, 51 for 51? There's still only 50 prizes because my board, I can't fit any more squares on it, but all you have to do this year is spend £1 more. You know, inflation and everything, I think that's quite a pretty good deal. So for every £51 you spend, choose a number from my board, and that's going to start tomorrow because all the offers are starting tomorrow, and it seems very appropriate to start it on my birthday. Now Craig's just gone to the opticians and I've asked him to get me a whiteboard pen on his way back because my job today is to update this board. So if you remember, so these are all last year's prizes, and I've got some numbers. So the numbers went on here like this, and it was great fun. And I did the prize draws live on my stories. So that was really good. So people could watch and see what they'd won. So yeah, lots of good prizes. There's some dies. There's some smaller prizes like a glue and things like that. But there's some prizes that are over £30. There's lots of brand new packs of paper, things like that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that because it was really good fun last year. So spend 51, get to choose a number from my prize board. But not only that, Stampin' Up have got our bonus days promotion that starts tomorrow. So when you spend £45, you get a coupon for £4.50. So if you spent 51, you'd get a go in on my draw, and you'd get a coupon for £4.50, 10% to spend in August. But if you spent 90, you'd get 2 coupons. But if you top that up to 102, you'd get 2 goes in my draw. So there's lots of things going on. And I've got classes galore going on, and I'm trying to really get on this Disney trip. I know I'm probably annoying people by mentioning it, but I'm really, really keen. So Craig's not as keen, and I want to show him how much fun it is. Anyway, so if you saw on my personal or on my Facebook, I'm doing a fundraiser. I'm trying to sell 100 kits. Now, if I can sell more, that is amazing. But I've set myself a target, and I launched it on Friday, and I've sold 8 kits so far, and I'm really chuffed with that. And it's called Kits Out for Kidneys. So get your kits out. Kits Out for Kidneys. And basically, I will be giving away my commission, which on average is £4, to Kidney Care UK. So I've already raised £32 for Kidney Care UK and sold 8 kits. And one of my lovely ladies ordered 4 kits. Some are for gifts. So they are really, really great for gifts and things like that. I'm going to do a separate video about that. So I won't clog this one up because I want to go through the kits. We have got a brand new kit, which I don't have yet, coming out tomorrow, which is gorgeous, a nice floral one. And then we have another children's sort of circus themed one coming out, but that's a bit delayed in getting here. So I might add those to the kits for kidneys. I've picked 5 that I think are the best ones. Oh, thank you for the birthday wishes. Oh, yeah, that sounds good, Betty. The envelopes are so nice. So please do share any kits for kidney posts I do, because I'm trying to reach people who might not have purchased anything from me before. Cheers, that'd be much appreciated. So that's going on. I've uploaded a new code for the month today, but I would hang fire and order tomorrow because that's when all the offers are on. Now I'm going to turn the camera around because I want to show you a few things. Okay, so this is on my desk, because I do love using it, but when I'm doing videos, it can be a little bit reflective, but it doesn't look too bad today. This is the Glass Mat Studio, and this was an incentive for joining Stampin' Up in January, but it's now available for customer purchase. It's quite heavy, but you get this wonderful glass mat with all the measurements and things on. I've done a blog post today. That's another thing. I've reignited my blog post, resurrected, call it what you will. And I've posted, since I brought it back to life last week, I think I've done about 5 or 6 posts. So I'm really impressed with myself for keeping up to that. And I'm really enjoying it, actually. My readers are creeping up. So it's the paperhaven.co.uk. And today I've done a post about the benefits, just some of the benefits of the Glass Mat Studio. Now it's £56 and you get the glass mat, then you get this that does stick on. Now this is handy for popping your blocks in, ink pads, things like that, things that you don't want to lose. Yeah, on there. It does stick on there, or you can move that off and put that on another part of your desk. And you also get a chamois cloth with it. Now goodness knows where I've put my chamois. That's the title for a blog post. Goodness knows where I put my chamois. But you get a cloth to clean your blocks and things like that, which is really good to clean your stamps. So that's available from tomorrow. It's £56. So you would get a bonus day coupon and you'd get a go in my 51 for 51, wouldn't you? So that's available from tomorrow. So I'm probably going to move it because I want to show you some other things. So, and then
we have the online exclusives available from tomorrow. The glass mat is actually part of the online exclusives, but these are the gorgeous papers that we are going to be using for Coffee and Card Round 42. It doesn't start till 3rd of September, but I've already had a couple of bookings. These are speciality papers, so they're a little bit pricier. So do have a look at that. I'm just waiting for the bundle to arrive that comes with these papers. I love that one. And just greens and golds here. So this is available. There's 2 options for this, just with the papers and then with the bundle as well, which is wonderful. So yeah, I've had thank you, Anne, for booking on this option. But you got the full whammy. And also, I need to tell you, honestly, it's got my name all over it. We've got some gorgeous, very vanilla satin ribbon. I love me a satin ribbon. And that is, I think you can see how, you can see it's gorgeous. It's really soft. So if you book for the full option here, then you can have a go in my, if you go for the full option, which is the bundle and the papers, and Anne, you can have a go in this, even though you've already booked, because I'm really nice. Or did you get an ink pad? Let me just check, because I can't do both offers. But yeah, I'll message you. But if you book option B in July, you can have a go in my 51 for 51. Yeah, you'll get a bonus day coupon, and I'm going to give away a free reel of this ribbon, so you can make some gift tags. And I'm going to do some gift tags as an extra bonus projects. So I'm really trying with this to give you all the things I can to make it attractive, I suppose. That's what I'm trying to say, to join. And everybody loves a little bit of Christmas crafting. So I'll be starting that in September. And then I'm currently waiting to see the Christmas brochure, which I get to see in a couple of weeks. And then I'll be deciding on round 43 after that, once I've seen that. Okay, so bookings for the next round of Coffee and Card, they're open. They close 2 weeks today. Yeah, I've done an update. I've done an updated calendar. So they close on the 16th. So we are going to be making some lovely cards. And for the first time, we're going to do an A5 card. We're going to do a big card. I thought I did a fun little reel on my Instagram, and I thought I would do a little comparison of an A6 card compared to an A5 and ask people which they preferred. So yeah, it was just crying out for my signature style, because it's like the tiles, the Mediterranean tiles. So it was sort of crying out for that design, wasn't it? These papers. So this is Coffee and Card Round 41 that's open for bookings now. There is an option just to get the papers, or you can get the full bundle. If you get the full bundle, you can have a go. You can have a bonus day coupon, and you can have a go in my 51 if you book that in the next 2 weeks. And then I've got another card here to share with you that I made last night, which I absolutely adore. Do you know when you make a card, it's a bit of a layered one. I've got 2 layers there, but I absolutely love that one. I did case it, unfortunately, because I saw it. And do you know when you love a card and you think, ooh. So yeah, I really love the blues and the yellows. So that's that. So Betty's booked on, Anne H is booked on, Anne S got your booking, thank you. So and then bookings will close on the 13th for my summer treat day. So I've got 4 lovely ladies booked into this. Now, this is a bit of a pricey one because you get 2 bundles. So if you do book on this one in the next week, you'll get some bonus day coupons, 2 bonus day coupons, and you get 2 goes in my Lucky Dip. But here's one. We're going to make those cute little birdhouse cards, but here is another of my, it's sort of an A5 one. It's a bit of a fun fold. And there we go. So that opens like that. I want to make this again, and I want to put some layers behind that paper. But yeah, that's one of the cards we're going to be doing. And that's on the 27th of July. It's all online. You can catch up in your own time. It's on a private Facebook group. And that's, you're going to get 2 bundles included in that. And also a full pack of papers and some bits and bobs and a nice little gift. So yeah, we're going to do those little birdhouse cards. I don't know where those are. They're here. So yeah, that's going to be a lovely fun day. In fact, I'll put that in there so it's all together. I'm trying to be super organised. Right, I think that's enough for the sales pitch. Let's get on to some crafting and let me look at your... Yeah, but you've got your free ink pads, I think, Betty, if that's what you mean. Anyway, I don't know what you meant by slipped up there. You love that pop-out one. Well, that's great because you're going to be doing it. And it's not as hard as you think. I love the Mediterranean blooms and love the colours. Thanks for your comments. I'm really enjoying my crafting at the moment. I'm really, really enjoying. I sat and made 2 cards last night while the football was on. Woo! So, yeah. This morning it's taken me over an hour to update my blog, to update all my socials with everything that's going on, because there's to update some graphics and things like that. So I'm just going to lower my camera. Sorry for the seasickness if you got a bit seasick there. Morning, Wendy. Thanks for joining us. So you might have to go back. There's loads of offers in July. So yes, but I will be doing a separate video on my fundraiser, Kits Out for Kidneys. So this is today's card, which I cased from lovely Michaela Titheridge. She did a presentation for Onstage Stampin' Up event. So in your bag for this week, we're using a soft seafoam card base. Now, I love this colour. Very subtle green. All you have, it's not much, it looks a bit paltry, but you've got a card base and a little scrap, and that's to make, we're going to make this little banner without any dies. Okay, now if you're crafting along just with the papers, this is a great one to just if you've only got the papers. So, but I've done a hybrid one where I've used some of the papers and I've used some of the stamps. I've stamped a bottle and a bouquet of flowers. So I'm going to do one like this, but you can add some more veg in, but you can also add the bouquet of flowers from your... and don't forget to share on the group. It's gone a little bit quiet last week with the sharing of the cards. So from a paper's point of view, gosh, I've got my use out of these papers. We are going to use, well, you're going to use that one if you're cutting out, but you're also going to use it for the background. And that's that. So you need the tomato one. You need the checked one that's got the flowers. Well, this is if you're doing it the same as mine. And then we need that one with the wood grain on the back. And I need to find, I might have to break into another piece. Yeah. To be fair, I have run a demonstrator day with these papers as well. So I've actually made double the cards. Well, I will by the time I've done this, I will have made 3 of each. So I'm going to use the bags. So the first thing, so we're going to use that, the bags, yeah, the bouquets, the wood grain, and the tomatoes, but the other side, yeah. So 4 different pieces, but we're actually going to use one, this one, the bouquets, twice. Some of you are anyway, okay. Right, so with this one, you're going to choose what bag you want. So this is quite nice. Yeah, I've chosen this shopper bag here. Okay, so I'm probably going to keep it the same because it's a nice, you could, actually the tub would work nice, but I'm going to use this one because it's a nice wide opening, I suppose. But these are really great too. I think this is a fab set of papers. I'm going to use that. That's a lovely pattern you see on the other side. And then, do you know what else I've forgotten? We're going to use the paper with the fruit and veg on. I've not got that out. So it's 5 pieces. I'm blooming heck, we're using loads. So let's find what we need. We might need to use this one. Okay, so I'm going to cut out the cabbage, carrots, and oh, I might put a pepper. Do you know that radishes are in season this month? I do some social media work for a lovely female nutritionist. I've learned so much about female health and nutrition, especially during menopause. But radishes are in season this month. Well, one of the many things, and we should eat fruit and veg more if we can when it's in season. I hope Mr. Craig remembers my whiteboard pen. Now, if you don't want to put the veg in the bag, because you might think, oh, I don't know, I'm going to give a card to with some veg in a bag. That's fair enough, you know. You might, I'm doing it as a thank you card today. You know, you might want to, you might have someone who's, right, let me think of you, Betty. So, Betty, you have someone who comes in and helps you, and they might have got you a bag of shopping. So you might give them a little card and say thanks for all your help. Oh, that's weird. Everyone's a bit of love for the radish. There's over 100 varieties I've found out through my work that I've been doing. And the most popular one is called a cherry bell radish. There you go. So educational as well as crafting today. And then these bags are really easy to cut out. Just leave a little bit of a white gap around the edge. And at this one, I can't help thinking that they're like two little eyes, and that's a smiley face. You know, once you've seen something, I can't unsee it now. Okay, so that's going to go in there, and then we're going to have a little carrot, and then we're going to have a little pepper poking out, and then we'll fill that with a bottle and a bunch of flowers. But as I say, if you are using just the papers, then you can pop that in the basket, in the bag. So let me get my white card out. Still got plenty left. Look, we've only used that little bit. And I'm using basic green. Using the bouquet and the bottle and the thanks. Oh, that's good, Betty. The greengrocer comes round. Okay, so there's that. Look how frugal I'm being with this paper. Okay, so should we do a little bit of colouring? Just have a drink. I wonder if I can zoom in. No, I thought I could zoom in a bit, but right, so you actually can cheat this because you don't see too much of the items. So I'm using Old Olive for the bottle, and I'm just going to colour, I don't even need to colour the bottom, sort of on the left a bit with the dark, and then with the light I'm going to go over it. Now if you haven't started getting the blends and you want to start your blends journey, I'm wondering if I should relaunch my blends club. I'm just trying to think of ways of igniting sales for the next few months. And what I'm going to be doing some parcel in the posts as well, especially with those lovely papers and that vanilla ribbon that you just saw. I'm actually going to do a bow class about tying bows, and you're going to get some ribbon and the papers included. So I'm just colouring the label in there. So what I was saying is, if you're starting your blends journey and you want, oh, I've coloured the wrong one there. I would always advise a yellow and a green to be your starter colours. And that would work with this set because you can colour the bottle in green. I'd go probably yellow, green and a brown, and then a nice colour for flowers. Well, the thing, what I did with the Blends Club, Betty, is it wasn't like a commitment. So it was basically, I chose 3 colours. Maybe I do need to do it because it was over 2 years ago, well over 2 years ago. I picked 3 colours and it was basically just the cost of 3 packs of blends, but I put in as a thank you some sheets of the coordinating card, so at least you could get started with something, and sent it out. And I chose 3 different colours each month, and sometimes I suggested a stamp set that would work with those colours, and that was an add-on. So maybe I could, it won't take me too long to reignite that. So, and people can just do it as and when. But the benefits of doing it is you get a few sheets of coordinating card free. And suggestions of which stamp sets work with which combinations. So yeah, I think it probably was about 3 years ago, and we've had a colour refresh since then. So maybe it's time to do a new one. I'm hoping people fancy doing the bow class. You'd like a share of the basic beige, and that's a brilliant idea. Let me write these down. A basic beige share. And blends club. Keep firing the ideas at me, ladies. I've got bow class on my list as well. So I'm just going to go in between the flowers with the green, just as if it's like leaves and stuff. No blending required. It's such a small area that we don't need to lose sleep over that blending there. And then I'm using pecan pie. Here. And what I do is I just go under this, like where there'd be a little bit of shadow because of the flowers. Let me show you that close up. Yeah, so what we do with the bow class is I go through different ways of tying bows. Very simple cards, Anne, but it's going to include a reel of that new vanilla ribbon and some of those new papers. So that's another idea I've got. Just need to find time. I don't think I'm cricketing this weekend. So on Saturday, I was at both my sons were playing at different grounds. But unfortunately, they were both opening the batting at exactly the same time. So I watched my eldest son first because he was captain for the first time ever. He's 25. And gosh, I was so proud of him. I've not got these dies out this morning. So let me find those. Or shall I just cut round those? Let me just cut round them. Because I've got my, yeah, I'm just going to sit and cut them and chat. So yes, he captained and it was very, very, and he scored 82 runs and they won just in the last few balls. So yeah, it was brilliant. But I was watching my youngest son, unfortunately, when my eldest son was batting and getting his 82, but they have a camera on the that's attached to the building, that's the changing rooms, so you can actually watch on YouTube. So it's fantastic. So I was watching one son live and I was watching Evan live and I was watching Ross on YouTube. So it was brilliant. Yeah, he did really well, Anne, and he captained and they won, and he was so, I just loved watching him captain. His sportsmanship was really good as well. It was really, really good. I love a cricket game when it's like that. Okay, so I have cheated that and I've not coloured the whole bottle in. Right, so we've got that. Let's put that with our bag over there. All right. So, what time are we at? We're already on 11:05 and I've not even used any glue yet. So, from a point of view of layers, what we are going to do is, let me grab my ruler. So this piece of the checked is 8.5 by 12.8. Now, Michaela, on her card, did do it like a flagged end, but I just decided to leave it squared off. So let me grab my trimmer. So it's 8.5. So that's 2 centimetres narrower than our card by 12.8. Okay, does look quite small that, but I like a big border. And then our green piece that's got the tomatoes on the back of it, yeah, this is 9.5. Now mine's already the right width, so we're just going to make that into a square. So that's 9.5 square. Okay, so it's wider than, it's a little wider than the paper. And then the brown underneath, you can do that at 9 square. I'll go through those again. Okay. So this one was 8.5 by 12.8. That's going to go there. I'll do them this way around actually. That's 9 centimetres square. And then this one is 9.5 centimetres square. If you want, you can make it a little higher, like that. I've chosen to do it in the middle. I might do it a little higher and then ask, do you prefer it in the middle or do you prefer, you know, I always like to ask on my socials. So, I think I mentioned last week you needed a circle die. I've used the stylish shapes, which I always come back to, and they are stitched. So look at the state of them. They're still available, £28. So you get, I just think they're one of the best sets we've ever done. So you get circles, we're using that big one. Then you get squares, and then you get the banners. We could use that, but I'm going to teach you to do one by hand. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring in our machine, and I'm just going to die cut that in the middle. I put my plates. I got them out. Bear with me while I make my eyes work. I did get these plates out. You haven't got them, doggy, have you? Right, they're not under there. They're not over there. Honestly, I cannot see for looking. So just talk amongst yourselves. Where have I put them? Oh, here they are. Here they are. Oh my goodness. I knew I'd got them out. I knew I got prepared. That's going to go on there like that, bang in the middle. Now, you do end up with that, which is really good to use on another project. Okay, let's construct this now. In theory, this is a simple card. Now my glue's disappeared, honestly. Honestly. This wasn't my glue that I was using. Maybe that one is. Yes. So a nice wide border. And it's come out here too. Okay, so, do you know, I think I might leave it in the middle. So what you need to do here is you can just glue this down as long as it's sort of equal distance. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pop this on the top. Okay. But we're going to pop it up with some dimensionals, foam pads. You call them what you call them. What I would say is it's only paper that we're using, so you won't get away with just 4 in the corners, okay? Because it's paper. So it is a little bit, if you've got the foam strips, that would work really well. I'm going a little bit excessive here with the pads. But you can also use the edges. Which are perfect for this. We never waste, do we? Okay, I'm just going to move this down. Okay, so then we're left with that. And what we're going to do is the bag, pop a little bit of glue along the bottom. That's just going to glue there. And then we're going to pop 2 foam pads along the top. Okay, so a tiny bit of glue here. Just to catch the bottom. And then that smiley face. Okay, and then these, it's up to you. Oh, actually, just ignore Julie because I've put the foam pad in the way of the cabbage. I did this last time. So, yeah. That's going to go there. I need to put another. It's going to go there like that. And then that can pop there. Now that just needs one in the bottom. And then a little bit of glue on the top. So you just have to work out if you need, where you need a pad and where you need some glue. Okay. So the pepper is just going to glue there like that. And then that can go here. And then the bottle can tuck in there, like that. And the bottle's going to be just glued to the straight on. So have a couple of things just glued straight on. And then the rest. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I could have cut a bit of the cabbage in. There we go. So now we just need to do the banner. Now I have put mine down a little bit, but I've given you the choice. So this is 1.5 centimeters deep. So I'm just going to cut this piece down, if I can. Yeah. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp the thanks. Turn that off. Okay. And then these, they don't need to be very long. Let me see how long mine. I'm going to measure them. About 1.5 centimeters. So if I measure that at 10 and then I take it down to 8.5 and then 7, that's a bit easier. So they're not very long at all. Okay. So they're actually square, so it doesn't matter which way you get them. But all I'm going to do is go up with my scissors in the middle, just a little nip, and then go from one edge to meet and the other edge to meet. Okay, like that. And then same again. Up to the middle.
Yo.
Oh, I'm still on live, love. Thank you. Oh, thanks for the whiteboards pens.
I'd win Best Husband of the Year one.
Best husband of the year. Okay, so we've done that. And then all we're going to do is glue that on. So we glue the flags on there. So put them on a bit of an angle.
What about a coffee or tea?
I'd love a tea, please. And
It's out.
then that's going to go on there like that. But we're going to layer that up with foam pads. So just move them. In fact, what I would do is pop the middle one on just with one foam pad like that in the centre. Yeah, she says. And then what we can do is pop a bit of glue under here, and then we can slip them under and check how they look. There. I thought this morning's was a really easy card, but there's been quite a few elements to it. So I hope you've liked it. And then just don't want to see those ends sticking out at the top. There we go. We've made our own little banner. And we've got that left over. So a bit of homework for you. You could make something with that. You could put it on maybe another card. So yes. There we go. Week 3 already. So I do hope you've enjoyed that one. And if you could give this video a like or leave a comment, that would be amazing. Thank you and please. Yeah, that would really help my YouTube algorithm. Thank you. Thanks, ladies. Next week's is we're going to use a trolley. We're going to have a trolley on next week's. Okay, so let me put these away because I'm very, very good at popping them away. That goes in there. So this is next week's card. I've done another thank you, but you can do a happy birthday. So that's next week's card. Lots of plant colouring next week and die cutting. So yes, that's week 4 next week. So if you missed the beginning of the video where I talk about everything that's going on this month, please do check that out because there is lots going on. And gosh, we've been nearly an hour this morning. Wowzers. So thank you for your company. We've had lots of lovely chat, and I'm hoping to be online on my channel sharing the kits out for kidneys and things that I'm going to be doing. So do look out for that, and please share anything on Facebook that you see, anything like that. I would really appreciate it. Thank you. Have a lovely Tuesday, and I will see you next week. Bye.